So in the last video I said I needed 2 oak pieces that are 26 feet long for collar ties, and I guess I really need, at this point, I need to show you guys a drawing of the building. I did a quick perspective drawing of what the garage should end up looking like. It's just going to be a 412 pitch roof, and it's going to have vertical siding, just shiplap siding, just like the house. These garage doors will hopefully have some kind of windows in them. We haven't even started to look for garage doors. But that's pretty much just a regular looking garage. And then this page is just, I didn't draw it to scale, and it doesn't include all the timbers, but it's basically just the walls that we're doing in timber frame. So there'll be a 4x8 plate, and these are all 8x8 timbers except for the 2 here. These are 8x10s. And the oak piece that I sawed connects this post to the back plate, the back top plate. And so we're only doing the 4 walls, and then I'm going to order, I guess they're called parallel roof trusses that are going to, I'm not going to try to make the roof trusses. I'm not going to do rafters because it's just too long. So I'm going to order roof trusses that'll give me a free span in here, a free space, open space, which is kind of what I'm going for. So there's the non-to-scale perspective drawing of what hoping to accomplish. I got these 2 logs out yesterday, this one, and there's one behind the tractor, and I cut them to 28 feet. Well, the sawmill maximum the sawmill will cut is 21 feet. So I'm going to cut these to, the building's 26 feet. I'm going to cut them to 27 feet. And then we're going to put them on the sawmill, and we're going to saw a 6x8 out of this, and the other one as well. And I'll show you how I go about cutting extra long ones on this mill. It's slow, but you can do it. So let me cut this off, and then we'll get this log on the mill. All right, the mill's obviously too short or the log's too long, one or the other. So what I'm going to do is take the time with a tape measure and try to get, I think I have to lift this end up a little bit. And I'll saw down as far as I can, just down to this black mark here. And then I'll cut it off, cut that slab off with a chainsaw. And then I'll rotate it 90 degrees and do the exact same thing and basically get this section up to here square or rectangle or whatever. And then slide the whole thing down to probably to this point here, and then just complete the cuts. It's not the most efficient thing, but it's the only way I have to get 27 footers sawn on my mill. So let me get set up and we'll cut this thing up. All right, we're gonna get started. Whether it's right or wrong, I just got to get started. I think I've got the log set up close, and we're going to try eventually. This is hopefully going to end up being a 6x8. So let's start sawing. All right, we're gonna flip it 90 and saw the next face. All right, now that I've got it square, or it's actually a rectangle, I'm going to slide it as far this way as I can, and we'll just complete those cuts and hopefully cut off the ends. And then we'll take the time and cut it into a 6x8. It's actually going to be probably 6x7.5, because I couldn't quite get 8 inches. All right, this has got to come up a little further. This has got to get, oh geez, to this black mark. So we're close. All right, I think we're there. That's past the end of the black mark. I just set the rollers down, and I think I'm going to put the forks under this end to give this some support, and we'll see how it goes. So it's like 7 3/8 by 7 3/4 down here. I don't think it's the same at the other end. Oh, that's 7 1/2, so it's a 1/4 inch difference. And it's definitely wider at the other end by 1/2 inch. So now that I got it to this size, I can easily just flip it and roll it back with the rollers, and we'll get it down to 6 inches by something. So yeah, I think we're just going to turn you off and we'll show you the finished product. Or I have enough battery, maybe I'll just leave it running. All right, there it is. It's 27 feet long, and it's 6 by like 7 1/2. I couldn't quite get 8 inches, but that's okay. So this is this one and that one over there are actually going to become collar ties. They will connect this post with the back wall here and here, and they're really here to stabilize this front wall because it's so tall, and I need something to attach it to, and so I'm attaching it to the back wall with that beam. All right, I don't think I'm going to film the second one. You saw the process. It's slow. I've got all day to saw one more, and there you have it. I'm going to chop off the bark and set this thing aside until the time comes we need it. All right, we got the second one sawn. It is actually 6 by 8. The one below it is not quite 6 by 8, but that's really all I could get out of it. It's like 6 by 7 1/2. And I got a little mess up on the bottom, but the top one is perfect. I should have filmed that one because it came out perfect. All right, those are a big pain in the ass, and that is the last of the long stuff that I have to saw. The rest of it will fit right on the sawmill, no big deal. I am going to try to take that piece that looks like a piece of firewood and try to saw 3 by 5s, 5 feet long for the angle braces. I need 4 of them, so Let's see if I can get those out of there, and then that's it. You've probably had your fill of sawing for the day. All right, thanks for watching. Hope this was at least a little interesting. Stick around. I'm actually going to get to sawing the pine logs over there. Maybe this weekend I'll get started on that. So a lot more sawing videos coming up. So stick around.